Ellen Zaworski from Lorain, Ohio, 22 years as a platinum with Niken International, with the honor of introducing Tyra Andrews and the Andrews family, Good to Great, Better Together Mastermind Team. Tyra works as a trainer for doctors and nurses at New York University Hospital in New York City at the epicenter of the COVID epidemic. And from an apartment in New Jersey that she commutes to daily over the past 15 months, has expanded the Andrews family Niken team to a mastermind team called Better Together of over 50 members. Without further ado, please welcome Tyra Andrews.
About Niken was actually just before I moved here to New Jersey. My mother was ill in the hospital and had been placed on many medications, and we were looking for a better way, a more natural, organic, holistic approach. So I started calling my friends, and I was reminded that a friend, Victoria White, had purchased a Niken water filter to filter her tap water many, many years ago. And I got in touch with Lois Wilburn, who lives in Oakland, and was sharing with her what was going on with my mom and what could she do to help me. And when she started to share about wellness home, I could create a wellness home, create an environment where the body really starts to heal itself. And I thought, that sounds fantastic. So I thought, for my mom, I'll do anything. So I said, well, I'll start in her bedroom. I'll get everything I can get for her. So I started with the sleep system, because that's most important, that I learned through Niken, getting that deep, deep REM sleep. And so I had the mattress, topper, the comforter, the pillow, the pillowcase, all those things. And the Niken car seat in her wheelchair, and insoles in her shoes. And she was taking Jade Green enzymes and the Kenzen Vital Balance protein, all the nutritionals, giving her more energy. She was improving. She was able to walk with her walker, had more energy, and swelling was being decreased. It was amazing to see her do so well. Well, she's gone now, but in her honor, she was an entrepreneur at heart. She believed everyone should own their own business, own their own home, own their own car. So she taught us a lot about working to help people, and that would in turn make a difference in our lives. So, so after my mother passed, I started to look at my state of health, which wasn't very good. And I said, well, before I can help anyone else, I have to really start to take these products and see what they do for me personally. And as I improved in my state, I started to share more with my brother, my sisters, my niece, my nephews, my cousins, my friends, and just got real excited. So this is the result. What you're going to see here this evening is a tidbit, snippet of my family sharing their Niken testimonies and their stories. And we hope that you'll learn something and benefit from this sharing. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with my brother. He's the senior, the elder in our family. He's the one and only brother out of 5 sisters. And so we give him the honor to go first today. So Melvin, he's living in Elk Grove, California, Sacramento area. So share a little with us, please.
Thank you, Tyra, for that introduction. As you stated, the only man with all these women. So it's kind of the normal of my life. But what's been a blessing is the Niken family and the Niken products. I wasn't on board at first, but when I visited Miss Lois's home and was having my feet done, I told her that I had injured my wrist after 30 years of firefighting. I thought I could ride a skateboard, and it didn't end well. And I had severely injured it, and I just knew I was going to have to do some type of surgical procedure. And she sat there and listened to me. And after that, she pulled out 2 magnets and a wristband and the CM cream. And I said, you know, my goal is if I can just do a push-up, I'll know my wrist is going to be better. After she put the CM cream on with the magnets and the wristband, before I left her home, I was able to do a push-up. Oh, I was in awe and so thankful. So needless to say, I was on fire for Niken. and took off running and ran all the way to silver in San Diego, which was truly a blessing with the help of Team Great. And that's the one thing working with our family. We don't go to the top by ourselves. We take everybody with us. And that was truly a blessing. I am so happy to be a part of the Nikin family. It has truly been a blessing. It is working in so many people's lives. And I just look forward to moving forward and moving Team Great up to the top. This has been a blessing. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, brother. And that's right. We're the team. That's our name, the Team Too Great, the number 2. Because when my mother was living and someone asked her how she was doing, she says, "Oh, I'm great. I'm too great. I'm greater than great." So that's our team name, Team Too Great. Thank you, brother. So with that, we're moving right along to my sister, one of the 5 sisters, Barbara Andrews in Hayward, California. And we call her Bobby. So Bobby, please.
I want to say yes. Together, this family is number 1 together family. And now we have the Nikin family in addition to our regular family. Tyra mentioned earlier about purchasing all of these products from my mother. And at the time, I was my mother's caregiver. Even though Tyra is in New Jersey now, all of these packages started coming. So all I did was follow the instructions given by my sister, who's always been in wellness for many years in the healthcare industry. And I actually gave my mother the products that were told to be given to her. And we just thank God for the organic and natural products that helped to strengthen her and keep her with us as long as she was here. And then Tyra, after a couple of years, Tyra says, "Well, I want to go ahead and make this a business," because she's so passionate about our well-being. And I'm like, okay, well, we've been taught as a family to support one another in whatever endeavors we may decide to go in. And I said, well, the one thing I can do is support my sister. And I can do that by giving her referrals. Because, you know, we always feel we're too busy. But in the midst of talking to people, interacting with people every day, I can refer people to my sister. So as you will meet Benita later on, she's one of those people that I shared the products with. And I, up until probably a few years later into Tyra wanting to do this business, I said, I don't have any experience whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to take you guys, the people that I was sharing it, referring her to. I said, I gotta take them to Miss Lois because Tyra's in New Jersey. She can't do the demos. She can't explain the product, and I sure can't explain it. So I did. I was able to graciously ask Mrs. Lois to support us in what she did, which is so wonderful about the Nikin family. You can call on anybody, and they're right there at your beck and call. And Miss Lois shared the products, various products with different friends of mine, and I could just see the impact it was having on their health, and I was just amazed. So I said it was worth any time I sacrificed to take them to get the demonstration or to experience the products. And then one day I was home and my back went out and I was in so much discomfort. I said, oh Lord, what am I gonna do? So I managed to get in touch with my daughter, who came home as quickly as she could to help minister me in getting up off the floor, which I had been stuck for 2 hours. And we applied this product, the CM cream. I don't know what it was going to do for me, but I had faith because I had seen it work for my friends. And sure enough, I was able to get up off the floor in minutes. I didn't know what it had in it. I know it wasn't going to hurt me. All it could do was make me better. And I've been sharing my own experience and testimony with others, as well as the other people that have received great results, you know. And I said, for what it's worth, considering the discomforts that people may be going through in life, you know, I just said it's worth it. It's worth it. And I just thank God for my sister, who's always that pillar of wellness, making sure that her family is taken care of, and then we extend ourselves to our family and friends. So I just want to say thank you, Miss Madeline, and thank you, Nikin, for allowing us to be a part of this Nikin family.
Thank you, sister. Really great.
welcome.
Awesome. Awesome. And thank you, Tammy, for being in the background. That's my youngest sister. So we're going to move right on next to, we're leaving California, moving to Ohio. And we're originally from Ohio, Steubenville, Ohio. And I have a friend from elementary that we're still friends today. So I'm blessed to have a friend in my life that long. Elizabeth King French,
Hello.
please share with us.
Good evening, everyone. I'm from Steubenville, Ohio. Tyra called me. I like to share my story, but Tyra had called me one day and was asking me how I was feeling, and I said I'm doing good. But as we were talking, I asked her. I was telling her that I was looking for something to spare my time with. And she said, well, have you heard of the company Nikin? And I said, no. And so she showed me a couple videos and I shared some of the products she showed me. And I said, I'm in right now. And I tried the Nikin duct tape because I had a lot of discomfort on my foot. And with that, oh my goodness, I was so amazed of how the discomfort went away instantly, it seemed like. And I was just so proud that I found something that worked that fast. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Miss Madeline, and the family, the Andrews family, for allowing me to be the sister that tag along. But I love you all, and Nikin, thank you. Have a good evening.
You're welcome. And Elizabeth's mother, Miss Cassie, is the godmother to my sister who just shared, Bobby. That's how connected we are. So thank you, Liz. Love you. All right. So we're moving right along now. Next, we're going to have a cousin. One of the many cousins on the Andrews side is my cousin Carolyn Andrews in Gurnee, Illinois. And she's a miracle in this company. She started out as a supporter, says, don't talk to me about anything else. I'll support you. I'll buy a product or two. Well, she kept running like my brother, and she ran on to become silver in December last year. So love you, cousin. You please share with us.
Good evening, everyone. All I can say is that Nikin has been such a blessing in my life and my family's life. As Tyra said, she introduced the product to me, and I said, Tyra, I will just support you. I don't want to have anything to do with this. I don't do sales. I'm always on the supporting end. But she sent my father a love package and with several products in it. And it was just amazing, the effect that it had on our lives. It changed our lives. And so I said, well, and Tyra, of course, Tyra kept telling me about more products and sharing more testimonies. So it became real to me. And I said, I need to support my cousin. And I just love what is happening to my life using these products. So I'm going to invest my time and be supportive. And I just think we just need to get into the community and share this with everyone we know. It's a blessing. It is. With prayer and these products, life can be great. Thank you.
Thank you, cousin. And you had inflammation, I know, at one time all over your body, and that MagFlex actually helped to diminish that. So we're real happy that happened for you. Appreciate you. Okay, so moving right along back to Hayward, California, we have Miss Benita Patton, who actually is a high school graduate friend of my sister Barbara's, and they live in Hayward near one another. And she wanted to know more about Nikin. She signed right up as soon as she heard about it. So Benita, love to hear from you.
Yes, my name is Benita Patton. Hello, everyone. And Barbara Andrews is a classmate of mine, and we saw each other, and we were talking about friends who weren't doing so well, as physical in their health. And then she asked me, did I know anything about Nikin? And I didn't quite understand it. And I said, what company? And she said, Nikin. And she told me how long it had been around, and I had never even heard of it. So it was very, very interesting. And she says, well, would you be interested in going to a demonstration? And I'm like, yes. So we met at Miss Lois Wilburn's house, and Lois worked her magic with all of the products and what they did, and why she was doing what she was doing. And I was actually just amazed. I was so amazed at all the products. And I just started smiling. And so I was just really blown away with all the products. Barbara called Tyra, and then Tyra signed me up right then and there. And then Tyra sent me some videos about the Nikken products. And so I've tried most of the products so far, but one that stands out for me is clarity. It gives me laser focus. I'm able to concentrate longer periods of time without getting tired. And I just really appreciate the Nikken family. I appreciate the Andrews family for bringing me on board. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Miss Madeline. Thank you, Tyra. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Benita. Thank you. And believe it or not, Benita has a neighbor 80 years old, and she makes sure she gets her products every month. She doesn't miss. Okay, so I'd like to know if my niece Sarita's on the line. Sarita, would you like to share? Okay, so this is Barbara's daughter. This is my niece, and believe it or not, she's a nice grown-up young lady now. But when she was born, 26 weeks, she was 1 pound 12 ounces. So she's a miracle. You're going to hear from a miracle now.
Hello, everyone. My name's Sarita Chappelle. I'm Barbara's daughter, Melvin's niece, Tyra's niece, Tammy's niece. I have to get it in order, everyone. And I'm the oldest granddaughter, so I have full. My family believed in Nikken. My grandmother believed in it first. So you always have to listen to your grandmother. And she tried all of the products, and they helped her. And you see it as a demonstration on your grandmother, but you're like, oh, she's older. Maybe it's just not going to be beneficial to me. Well, I have breathing issues. And my Aunt Tyra talked to my mother, Barbara, and they listened to a sizzle call. It's a quick call to highlight some products with Nikken. On that sizzle call, someone else had breathing issues. They used the MagFlex on their chest, and their breathing issues subsided. So my mother instantly called me and said, grab the MagFlex, put it on your chest, have a seat on the couch, and call me if you need to go to emergency. Well, needless to say, I never ended up in emergency that day or any day since. And I love a lot of the nutritional products. Being 37, you can't start taking care of yourself any sooner than now. So why not use it to prevent things later? Jade Green is definitely one of my favorites, but the MagFlex and the CM Cream are two that I swear by. And I just have a bag. I take it around my office and I share it with everyone I can, because it's that important to make sure everyone in my space is healthy. So thanks for letting me share.
Beautiful. Thank you. So I think I didn't miss anyone. Okay. Miss Madeline, anything that you wanted to share?
For those that are listening, you have an opportunity to join us in a question and answer period. Healthy family is one of the 5 pillars of wellness. Healthy family is the root of a healthy world. And we have a world that you certainly heard this evening that could use the gift that Nikken has to offer. And so we have a wonderful distribution system to share. And this team has grown from who you see here, the nucleus good to great. Is that what it is? Good to great?
The number 2, great.
Good to great, to a better together mastermind team that is, the core of Nikken is collaborative entrepreneurship, where we help one another. I'm in a different business unit, and we have many people in order to support a network for a global wellness community. So we certainly want to start at home and share from our hearts and help others. And you've heard that story tonight. So we congratulate each of you, encourage you, especially the next generation. This is a legacy company. We have many people that are concerned about the economy right now, that are losing their jobs. What are youth going to do? And so we have an opportunity to leverage this device to share good, to create a global wellness community where healthy family is the root of a healthy society. So I thank you. I applaud you. I'm so happy to be a part of this family, and so happy that you'll be featured on Ladies Leading Ladies.
Miss
.net.
Madeline, may
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
say one more thing? Miss Madeline, may I say one more thing? Okay. I just wanted to just encourage anyone that might be listening to, it's never too late. As Sarita said, the best time to get started is now, and start with yourself. I tell people, love yourself enough to invest in yourself and take care of yourself. And then the rest will take care of itself. But once I got started, I didn't really know what it would look like, but I'm so excited to have my family be a part of this. And March of last year, my brother walked across that stage and got a silver pin. I have cousins, Ray and Janet Andrews in Maryland. They became silver in April. My sister Barbara and her daughter Sarita became silver in April. And then cousin Carolyn became silver in December. So little did I know that would happen, but the sky's the limit in Niken. And so
and anybody, you pay it forward. So they've mentioned Lois Wilburn, who was the sponsor, and Lois passed. I enjoyed an incentive trip with her to Italy a year ago, and first met Lois and Tyra together at a national meeting. But as a result of Better Together expanding, Miss Tyra Andrews won the complete trip for two to the global convention, the 45th year convention of our company. Because of COVID, that's been delayed. And so we invite everybody. There's no limit for the number of people to be able to grow your own business and to be the models to other minority families. Initially, the intent was to increase minority involvement. In my 22 years with Niken, Miss Lois Wilburn was the first African-American at the level of a leadership incentive trip that I had been on, and look at where we are today. Yeah. The Better Together team has over 50, and many people that aren't of African-American descent that are asking to join because they want to learn how to be a Better Together mastermind team from this group. So we all have a different gift to share, and that's what building a global community is all about. I applaud you and I thank you, and welcome you to share with others to join us on the Niken Highway.
Thank you.